in the society, within the family, is absolutely become a joke. The life has become so insecure in our country that unless we wake up to these issues of non-proliferation of small arms and light weapons, we are going to find things very difficult. And for that it is very important that our government gives gets it right and gives all the support. We are given a date here, but we want the government to give in all the support to the ATT so that connected rules and regulations are put in place and the civil society feels more secure. We are lucky that we have parliamentarians whom we have been addressing periodically, who have been listening to us. The voice has been raised in the parliament, and we are hopeful that our effort would lead the government of India to in this particular direction. I'd like to end with a certain statistic which have come in India today and which leaves us very hopeful, and that is 65% of the total population of India is going to be under 35. Youth voted in the last election, which a figure much higher, which was not there earlier. The youth was keeping away, but they are getting involved. And what is most important, because most of the time this excuse is given that some of these crimes which are related with small arm weapon are because a lot of people are unemployed, and that is one way of making some quick buck. Not so. India Today says 59% of young Indians today have jobs. So it means our youth are the one who are going to help us change the future. And for that, there are many volunteers, the youngest being Lara, who has helped the mother to ensure that she has been able to give her time for this conference. And this reminds me of the Lara's theme. Somewhere, my love, there will be songs to sing. Somewhere, someday, the country will see the reason, and we'll have the ATT in place and the connected legislation. With that, I'll call on the Secretary General of CAFI to now make her presentation. Bina.
The ones who served earlier. But I have to keep repeating this, when I first met General Malik and in a Pugwash meeting, which is a world movement against nuclear weapons, is a movement of scientists, which is called International Pugwash Group, which meets every year to work on nuclear disarmament issues. And especially people like myself coming from the eastern border of India, always skeptical of the Indian Army. But when I met General Malik, it changed my view of things, because he was somebody who had served in my home state Manipur. But rather than asking reinforcement of weapons and ammunition, he asked for cement and kerosene oil and gave it to the villagers in Manipur. And not a single shot was fired by the non-State groups against him and his men. This was what the other side of Indian Army that I saw and about General Malik. So thank you once again for continuing to be with us. CAFI consists of many young people, and we will continue to be guided by people like yourselves as we try to bring the change that we would like to see in India and as well as in the region. First of all, a couple of announcements to make. We have friends from all over India in this room. We may look few in number, but we have friends sitting on my right. Pradeep, who is the editor of Times Now from Jammu and Kashmir, who has come all the way to be here with us. I met him when he was a journalist with Indian Express about 5 years back in Jammu University, where we conducted the first training workshop on small arms and light weapons. And I'm so happy that Pradeep is here with us today. We have another Tamil Pradeep from Manipur, who's the editor of Imphal Free